So, aren't you curious as to what your favorite artists of today think of those light rock songs of yesterday? It's Drink A Toast To Innocence, a tribute to light rock. Are you ready to steal away with Mike Viola?
When I was a kid, I listened to the radio all the time. When Steal Away came on the radio, I fell in love with it, loved it, bought the single. And Steal Away reached me before What a Fool Believes. I couldn't do What a Fool Believes because the whole idea behind this record is to do the kissing cousin version of the better song.
Can you hear Bleu calling out to you? He wants you to come back, baby.
Love that song. To me, it always sounded like the great, long, lost Hall & Oates single. It's a great representation of AM radio, light rock stuff, which has always been a favorite of mine. It was really fun getting to put all the parts together and replicate the whole thing.
Did Throwback Suburbia just tell you they love you?
For me, it was an obvious choice because it happens to be my ringtone for both Paul and Jimmy.
For me, for years I thought that it was actually I Love You by Paul McCartney and the Wings.
It does evoke like a memory of, driving in a car, AM radio, when you were a kid.
You drove a car when you were a kid?
Kelly Jones would really love to see you tonight.
I'd really love to see you tonight.
I've always loved this song. I'd never really paid attention to the lyrics. But after digging a little deeper for this project, I found they're really quite beautiful, and my idea was perhaps if I put them in a more intimate environment, they would come across in a new way.
And there's so much more where those came from. Linus Of Hollywood loves you more than he can say.
I think I was about 7 years old when it came out. My family used to vacation at the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. During the summer, I remember listening to this song a lot, so it reminds me of being a kid. I also remember that I got stung by a horsefly while listening to this song.
Okay, well, moving along. Have a pina colada with Eytan Mirsky.
If you like pina coladas.
I remember when Escape, the Pina Colada song, first came out. I was in college at the time, and that song was everywhere. You couldn't escape it, actually, ironically enough. There were actually personal columns in newspapers. Now the newspapers are all going out of business. Everyone's starting to go and drink pina coladas and get caught in the rain, and actually some of the people who got caught in the rain got pneumonia. Really wasn't that good of an idea when you think about it.
Head on over to Thunder Island with an American Underdog.
One of those songs that's always kind of stuck with me ever since I'd heard it. It's got a little bit of everything wrapped in a nice 3-minute bundle, great instrumentation, it rocks out a little bit, and of course that stacked harmony bit.
Shake it for your friend Cliff Hillis.
Shake it, baby, shake it all you can tonight.
When I was a little kid, it was a song that I would hear on the radio, and Can't Deny the Hooks in that. It's actually somewhere with my wife, and they were broadcasting American Top 40, and that song came on. My wife basically said, you've got to learn that song. When this project came up, it was a perfect excuse to make a version. And I figured I'd go for some rock flute instead of the original sax, put a little spin on it.
Don't even think about giving up on Lisa Mychols.
Don't give up on us, baby.
I originally brought in a whole other song to Steve Reffling's studio. It didn't lend itself to a treatment, and switching genders, it didn't have a greater meaning. We went through the list that Andrew Curry gave us, and we chose Don't Give Up on Us. And where David Soul offers a plea, I'm offering a challenge. Don't give up on us.
Just how much does Kyle Vincent feel?
How much I feel for you, baby.
How Much I Feel has one of those lines in it that used to knock me out every time I'd hear it.
Sometimes when we make love, I still can see your face.
When I got to that lyric, it nailed me all over again. I hope it nails you too. Probably a better way to say that.
Find out just why you and Michael Carpenter don't talk anymore.
It's so funny how we don't talk anymore.
I always remembered it as having a great vocal arrangement, great rhythm section arrangement, big single down here in Australia. I wasn't sure I had the vocal chops to pull it off. And once I found my way into the track, I was really comfortable with what I was going to come up with.
Your favorite light rock hits, your favorite indie pop artists of today. It's Drink A Toast To Innocence. Vegas with Randolph, Schott, Lannie Flowers, Popdudes, the Davenports, and so many more. Because as David Myhr will tell you, these are the things we do for love.
When I first heard The Things We Do for Love on Swedish radio in 1990, I immediately fell in love with the song. And I thought it was a little bit inspired by Jellyfish, or was it the other way around maybe?
Drink A Toast To Innocence, a tribute to light rock, available soon.